Hi everyone, my name is Viv and I'm still talking about my M for Mentalism episode on my podcast Perspective with Viv. So I'd offer you to listen to it. It's up on all podcast platforms. Last time we spoke about pushing against boundaries and we spoke about the formula for flags. Now we're going to talk about violations. Okay, so take a violation to feel like somebody carries a sword and cuts through your soul. It feels like a sting, it feels like a jab, it feels like somebody shoots you, right? It just hurts, right? That's a violation. It's this feeling in which you feel as though you don't feel safe in your body or somebody has made you feel disaligned or misaligned from who you really are. This formula or the remedy to violations, especially from opposition, is to mirror that violation. You mirror that violation not by particularly doing the same thing they did to you, but by doing something that produces the same feeling that it produced in you. That's how you do it, okay? From there, opposition will get the message that, oh my gosh, this is not somebody to F with. Or they may push even harder, which causes you to push even harder. A lot of times, people try to tame people that stand up for themselves by telling them that their response isn't warranted. But you have to remember that I wouldn't be responding like this if this person didn't produce that energy in this dynamic. As long as the energy is present, I'm going to ensure that it doesn't stay on my side. Because when you're having these interactions with people that turn out to be opposition, there's this exchange of energy. And one of the things that they seek to do is to transfer their demons to you, hence projection. So you block that by mirroring it. By mirroring, you're reflecting that energy back to them, thus doing a back to sender to the person that sent that projection in the first place. So meet a violation with mirroring. I'll give another example. On the New York subway, on a video that I was watching, there was a woman that was standing at the subway and her ass was like facing everybody else. This guy walked past and slapped her on her, am I supposed to say the word? This guy slapped her there, right? Anyway, she didn't hesitate. She slapped him on his face. You slap me on my cheek, I slap you on your cheek. That's exactly what she did. And the shock, the miscalculation, the trauma the guy had on his face made me know that she sent the right message across. So if somebody violates you in such a manner, you violate them in return. The energy was there. You served it, I returned it. It's very important, especially when you are in dynamics where people are like, your response isn't warranted. That's a lie. They're lying to you, okay? Next one, power plays, meeting that defiance, walking on eggshells and questioning. You can hear all about those on the podcast. I'm going to move to defense tactics. Okay, so we have thinking about joy alone. I'll talk about this and then I'll end this and I'll come back another time. Thinking about joy alone is defense. When I'm talking about defense mechanism, defense strategies towards the L squared, I'm talking about strategies that clear your mind or keep your mind clear. Thinking about joy alone is one of those things. There's a book called A Course in Miracles that I love to read. And one of the things I says that when you find yourself disappointed or sad, know that this need not be, for you already have everything. In spirit, there's no difference between being and having. The ego is what perceives lack. The ego is what perceives disappointment. If you already have it in spirit, then in human form you're going to have it. So what does this mean? There's nothing that should make you sad. I know that it's very blatant and a blanket statement. There's nuance, there's context, and it can really be applied in a way that really works for you. But the whole theory is that you have everything, you've already begun everything, and lack is just a perception. That is why I say thinking about joy alone. Being grateful. So let's say being grateful. Focusing on what it is that makes you feel happy. What it is that you are proud of in your life. Okay? By ruminating in joy, you allow your vibration and you allow your essence to be protected from lower vibrational energies and from opposition. Thinking about joy. Because when the opposition comes in, and opposition tries to come in through deflection and distraction by telling you things that are not true so that it can go a certain way or so that it can relate to people a certain way that is negative, okay? So one thing I would say is thinking about joy alone and being grateful. Like life, it can really be hacked, if I'm really being honest. The next one is not entertaining doubts or criticisms, earworms from haters. Clear your mind, guard your mind. It's not everybody that criticizes you that you need to take advice from. It's not every advice you need to take. It's not every advice you need to take. Everybody looks at life from their projections, from their limitations, from whatever. Allow yourself to have a clear mind so that when somebody comes to you, somebody that doesn't have good intentions comes to you with advice or criticism or observations, you don't allow it to stop your progress. You don't allow it to hinder your strategy. You don't allow it to impact you. It just goes in and comes out. The way opposition can get to you is by convincing you of something that isn't true. So guard your mind. Thank you, and listen to M for Mentalism. Bye.